What is up, YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back in to Will Burn Shenanigans. My name is Chad. This is my wife D, and we back with another great reaction video. You guys are leading us on the story time. We rolling. The pimp,
I love story time.
Pimp prostitute. Then we had the sad story of the girl that was murdered
Felicia
at TikTok.
Williams, I think it was.
And now we headed into, I wouldn't call it sad, but I'm curious. This is the story of Cameron Terrell, and I've been curious about this story because I heard about him, but I've never watched it. I've heard about people talking about him, and I'm like, I gotta see this for myself.
This?
The Rollin's Crip, the white, I think he white. And he's part of the Crips, the Rollin 90'S. I didn't even know there was Rollin 90'S. I thought it was Rollin 60's. But yeah, he was part of. Maybe he flipped it. I don't know. Maybe,
I don't know. I've never heard.
Maybe
Hood
he
politics.
changed his name.
In this episode, I will be discussing the story of Cameron Terrell, also
never seen
known
his
as
picture?
Milk or White Boy from the Rollin 90'S neighborhood Crips, which is a gang located on the west side of South Central Los Angeles.
Existed.
The facts of the case are as follows.
I've never heard of them.
When the average person thinks of South Central Los Angeles, the things that often come to mind are crime, poverty, and gangs. But just outside of the boundaries of South Central lies an abundance of wealth. A few miles north are the streets of the Hollywood Hills and Beverly Hills. A few miles west lies the beach cities of Santa Monica, Venice, and Marina del Rey. And just a few miles south are the upscale cities of Rolling Hills and Palos Verdes.
Big money.
Normally, these two worlds don't mix. But in 2017, a young man named Cameron Terrell made national headlines when he crossed that boundary and stepped into the Rollin 90'S,
He went
which
national?
is one of the most reputable
How he even
gangs
get
in
in?
South Central Los Angeles. Palos Verdes is an upscale city filled with cliffside homes,
money to come
top-rated schools, golf courses, and country clubs.
I can't wait to hear it.
Cameron Terrell was raised here. His mother, Deborah Terrell, is an interior designer with a list of wealthy clients. His father, Donald Wayne Terrell, is president of
he's
New and
white?
Improved Media,
Yes!
a media consulting company based in El Segundo, California. The Terrell family lives in a 4,000 square foot home that is valued at around $1.8 million. They would often take lavish vacations and attend parties thrown by their wealthy clients and neighbors. Cameron drove a black Mercedes-Benz,
Well, in
wore
that picture,
designer
he looks
clothes,
mixed.
and was given a healthy allowance. Cameron attended Palos Verdes High School, which is one of the top-rated schools in Southern California.
Dang.
By all accounts, the Terrell family was living the American dream.
You know
But
what? Terrell, you know what,
Look,
Terrell?
no,
I ain't even got
first
further
of all-
in. Terrell
first of
said he
all-
changed his life. Terrell said he got tired of American Dream.
First of all, I'm not trying to sound fucked up, but I thought he was black because of the name. I've never heard a white person named Terrell. Second off, in the Dodgers sweater thing, whatever that is, I thought he was mixed. He looks mixed in that video.
Look,
in
what
that
happened
picture.
is, before they even get deeper in the story, let me tell you what happened. Terrell said he turned on BET one day and said, "You know what? This ain't for me. This ain't." He said he got all this money, but he ain't got no change. He ain't flossing.
Push play.
I'm just saying.
Behind closed
I
doors,
understand where he coming
the family
from.
was in turmoil. Cameron and his parents didn't get along, which led to daily arguments. Cameron began to rebel against his parents, would often run away from home. There are a lot of rumors regarding Cameron and how he initially connected with people
Yeah,
in
please
South
let me know how
Central.
he connected.
Some say it was through drugs, and some say it was through social media. But one thing is clear, once Cameron made his way to South Central, he became infatuated with the streets. Cameron became good friends with one of the boys there.
changed his whole
He would
identity.
stay at his house for days, weeks, and months at a time, and would even call the boy's mother Mom. Sometime later, the boy was being courted by the Rollin 90'S Crips and told Cameron he should also join. Cameron jumped at the opportunity, and shortly afterwards, the two boys were initiated into the gang at Jesse Owens Park,
Both of them?
which is a stronghold of the Rollin 90'S. Cameron dove headfirst into the gang life. He was given the nicknames Milk, White Boy, and Bright Eyes. He would get clothing made with his gang and nickname in large letters. He even got a tattoo of the Washington Nationals logo on his chest, which is a logo the Rollin 90'S adopted to represent Western Avenue, a street that stretches through the heart of their territory. It's safe to say that Cameron adapted to the gang lifestyle as the years went on.
Oh my god.
He was from Palos Verdes, but he called South Central home, and the Rollin 90'S embraced him. It's been said that Cameron was no stranger to crime, and he indulged in everything
Look
the
at him
gang
from where he
lifestyle
came
had to
from.
offer. Things like drugs, robbery, and murder. On the morning of October 1st, 2017, Cameron and two other young men were riding in his black Mercedes-Benz. The group was armed as they entered the territory of a longtime rival gang, the A-Tray Gangster Crips. The rivalry between the Rollin 90'S Crips and the A-Tray Gangster Crips goes back decades, and fights and shootings aren't uncommon between the neighboring gangs. Around 11:26 a.m., a 21-year-old man named Justin Holmes was walking down the street with two other people. As the group walked down 78th Street towards Western Avenue, they were approached by two men. The two men asked them what gang they were from. Holmes replied that he didn't gangbang. One of the men pulled out a chrome revolver from his sweater and began to open fire. Holmes was shot as the two people with him ran away. The suspects ran to a waiting black sedan and fled down an alley near Western Avenue. The two people that were walking with Holmes ran to a nearby store and called for help. They then returned to the scene of the shooting and stayed with Holmes until help arrived. Holmes was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead at 12:02 p.m. The autopsy would later show that he was shot twice, including a fatal shot to the back. Detectives working the case began their investigation. They began to look into the background of Holmes in an effort to find a motive for the murder. They found that Holmes nor the people he was walking with had any gang affiliation.
What?
Holmes was a college student and had a job working for U-Haul. He had a day off from work and decided to hang with some friends. One of the people with Holmes during the shooting picked out the gunman from a photographic lineup. The shooter was a 16-year-old gang member. Investigators then swept the area looking for other witnesses when they noticed a surveillance camera near the scene. They contacted the owner and asked for the camera footage.
Wow.
Upon reviewing the video, detectives saw the two suspects get into a waiting black Mercedes-Benz and speed off. Immediately, Cameron became a prime suspect. Police knew Cameron due to interactions at Jesse Owens Park in early 2017 and knew he drove a black Mercedes-Benz. Detectives interviewed Cameron about the murder. He admitted to driving the car at the time. Cameron was arrested on October 12th and his bail was set at $5 million.
Dang!
The two young men that were with Cameron were also arrested on October 12th. When the police searched the home of the shooter, they found a chrome .38 special revolver. He would later admit to shooting Holmes. The names of Cameron's accomplices weren't released because they were both minors at the time of the murder, whereas Cameron was 18 years old and legally an adult at the time of the murder. Cameron and his two co-defendants were charged with 1 count of premeditated murder and 2 counts of attempted murder with gang enhancements. The news of a wealthy white teen playing a part in the murder of an innocent black man in South Central quickly made national headlines. People wondered, how did this happen and what would be the outcome? Cameron sat in jail for about a week, but was released when his family posted $500,000 on the $5 million bond. Cameron's two accomplices remained in jail. Cameron's family was shunned by their Palos Verdes community. Clients stopped doing business with his family, and students, parents, and staff at Palos Verdes High School did not want Cameron to continue his senior year at the school, stating that they felt unsafe and uncomfortable with him attending. The school and the Terrell family agreed to let Cameron complete his studies off campus. Cameron pled not guilty to all charges, and his trial began on July 3rd, 2018. Cameron was represented by an attorney named Javon Blacknell. Blacknell told the court that Cameron was a good kid from a good home and the case was a result of blatant overcharging. He went on to say that Cameron didn't know the two men were armed when they entered his vehicle, and when he drove into rival gang territory, he thought the two men got out of the car to go tag a wall. Blacknell said that Cameron wouldn't have used his dad's car if he was planning to kill someone. He was shocked when he heard the gunfire. He stated that Cameron sped away as a matter of survival and not in an attempt to flee the scene of a crime. The prosecution painted Cameron as a wolf in sheep's clothing. They presented a stack of evidence in hopes of proving Cameron as an active member of the Rollin 90's and a willing participant in the murder of Justin Holmes. The evidence against Cameron included the following: a shirt with the name Milk in light blue letters, which was found in his Mercedes-Benz, pictures and videos of Cameron with known gang members wearing gang colors and throwing up gang signs, a Washington Nationals logo tattoo on Cameron's chest, which is meant to represent Western Avenue, a street that stretches through Rollin 90's territory. Other evidence included scenes from a music video called the NH Anthem. The NH Anthem is a song featuring rappers from various gangs under the neighborhood Crip umbrella. The rappers diss rival gangs and showed their allegiance to the neighborhood Crips, hence the title NH Anthem. Cameron can be spotted in multiple scenes of the video amongst a sea of gang members, sporting a light blue bandana around his neck. The prosecution went on to explain that Cameron would have earned status among the Rollin 90's if he ventured into A-Tray gangster Crip territory and killed a rival gang member. The prosecution also showed a video that was taken by Cameron of gang members kicking over the candles at Justin Holmes Memorial. Javon Blacknell stated that Cameron was living a fantasy, and he was unaware of the real-life consequences of his choices. He went on to say that Cameron was influenced by music and movies. When asked about the tattoo on Cameron's chest, Blacknell said Cameron got the tattoo because Kevin Durant has one, and Durant is his favorite basketball player. Blacknell called character witnesses to testify on Cameron's behalf. All of them said they didn't think he would murder another human being. Jurors deliberated for nearly a week before reaching a verdict. The jury found Cameron Terrell not guilty on all charges. Cameron spoke to the press after the verdict.
I say rest in peace, Justin Holmes. He shouldn't have died that day, and I pray for his family every night. This been weighing on me every single day of my life. I don't have to explain myself to anyone. God knows what really happened that day, and God knows what was in my head that day.
Well, yeah, we know.
The verdict caused national outrage and sparked conversations about white privilege and classism. A lot of people compared Cameron's case to the case of Ethan Couch. Ethan Couch was 16 years old when he decided to drive drunk. Ethan lost control of the vehicle and killed 4 people. During the trial, Ethan's lawyer argued that because the Couch family is so well off, Ethan never had to suffer consequences for his actions, so he didn't understand right from wrong. The attorney went on to say that Ethan suffered from a condition called affluenza. Ethan received 10 years of probation. Cameron's 2 co-defendants await trial. Since they were both 16 years old at the time of the murder, their cases went to juvenile court. The district attorney wants to move their cases to adult court so they can be tried as adults. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
That's some pissed off videos today.
Man,
he got off and then
he got off. Like, no, one, he's smart. He knew what to say. That lawyer that had him told him like, you gotta say all this.
What comedian did we just watch on this when he said that? When he was like blacks, we get arrested. He said they try you as an adult. And who just said that? We just watched somebody.
I can see it in my head, but I can't see his face.
I forgot who it was. Oh, was it Aries? It might have been Aries.
I think so.
And he's like, yeah, we do it. We got a whole case. Y'all trying us to do it.
I'm just hurt because I really feel like that. One, what do you mean he got off? He posted bail. My thing is, one, you posted bail while your homies are still in there. 2, you were the getaway driver. There's no sense of nothing. Like, you were the getaway driver.
It comes to that saying again when they say money talks. That's why I'm not a big supporter of our. You can come for the comments all you want. I'm not a big supporter of our system. Like, our justice system is trash. I don't get how, like, this dude right here. Let that have been anybody else. You got pictures of him with gang affiliation.
Videos.
You got video of him driving the car over there. So you gonna use all that and say he was living a fantasy? Well, he killed somebody. I don't care driving or not.
That fantasy was not obviously a fantasy. And if it was a fantasy, look
so let's just say, like, hypothetically speaking, the jurors who was on this case.
No, let's just say I have a fantasy of being a serial killer, so I'm gonna go do that.
No, what if we had no evidence of his car being there, right? Let's just say he's still on the streets till this day. He's still gangbanging.
The evidence is there. Like,
if he never got caught, he is still gangbanging. He is still
I
out
wish
there.
it would have went more in depth about the other friends. Like, I wish it would have
going to jail.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to see more in depth. Like, how much of the time did they get? Trialed as an adult? Like, I wonder. And it's like, now you went on national television to say, like, oh, I'm praying for him. So now, how does the 90s feel about all this?
This is crazy. This is crazy. It's mind blowing.
And then, like, you ruined your family's literally livelihood.
But he didn't like them anyway, so.
It don't matter. Now he ain't got no choice. Where he gonna go?
Yeah, he gotta like them now.
The 90s ain't gonna take him back, or I don't know. They might do something.
It's just crazy. Like, if this evidence is stacked against anybody else, and I even lean this way. Let's go to OJ's case. Like I said, if you got money, I believe cold-heartedly in my heart OJ did it. But I'm saying if you got money and the lawyers to get you off, this is an example of what I'm talking about. That's why I don't care for the system. Money pays to get people off. That boy, 16 years old, killed 4 people, and he got what? 8 years probation?
10 years.
Man, get the hell out of here.
10 years
That's
probation.
money for you right here. When it comes to this in our judicial, our systems, our court system, when you got this, you could chip the lawyer off and do all this. You can get off of anything. But let you go in there without anything. Let somebody else who didn't have no money been the driver of that car.
So my thing is, the other 2, one obviously shot. The other one was... Oh, they both shot?
Well, it's accessory to the crime.
There was only one gun.
Yeah, but there's going to be accessory to the crime.
No, that's what I'm saying. So is he considered
one's going to
take
the gun. What's going to happen? One's going to take the gun. One's going to take the gun charge and go take the murder. The other one's gonna take accessory to the crime.
Yeah,
Attempted. And then he might get attempted thrown on him too.
The other one.
And then the driver would have got driving a vehicle, attempted to go kill somebody, so he probably got attempted too.
So I'm saying like the other two would have got technically the same thing.
Pretty much. One would have got murdered though. One got stuck with murder. Somebody taking
because there was only one gun.
Somebody taking a murder case.
That's crazy.
But it just shows you like 3 people in the same scenario going to go do something. One got off because of money, and 2, one is with the crime. They going to jail. Like it's so crazy how money can really get you off a case in this country. Like, and they want to say all this crap, and it's like, come with money. All you gotta do is go. You can murder somebody and be on camera, stand over them, offer. And if you got a lawyer to come in there and present something to this judge that's gonna persuade him to say his mind wasn't there, that was not him standing there. I'm telling you, like R. Kelly, he's pissing. We go to him too. You got him pissing on the girl.
Camera.
You got him having sex with an underage girl on camera. But when it comes to this, shut your mouth. Shut your goddamn mouth.
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, none of them did anything, good or whatever. But I just honestly feel like they should have slapped him the same way they slapped those black boys.
It's that slogan, money talk bullshit.
Like, sir, I feel like if anything, he drove y'all to go kill somebody, so he needs to get charged with more. Like, he's the reason why he's dead, because if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have got there.
They just admitted to saying they needed to prove themselves to the gang to go kill somebody in another street gang. That ain't enough. Him and Rags and all this other stuff.
Well, it's just like now it's just more or less like I say. I wish he would have went deeper and see like, okay, so then technically he kind of snitched when you're thinking about it, because why are you off and the other ones aren't?
Look how he was parked. He said I parked over there because I thought they was getting out to go. You in other gang territory, boy. You was a getaway driver. Get on. Like, boy.
I'm pretty sure, sadly, the black boys, they knew the consequences within it. He
probably, I wouldn't doubt if his family got him out of there. He can't even be in that territory no more. Rollin 90's probably looking for him.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I'm saying, because you're on national television saying, rest in peace to him, that you pray for him, and you're out buying while your homies are still locked up. Like, that's messed up.
But they got money to do that. They probably sent him away. Yeah. Sent him away.
You can't blame the Rollin 90's to be trying to mess with him.
I'm pretty sure he's somewhere out there in the world
living
his normal life again. He probably got his head. He went from getting the fade. Now he combed over probably right now, suit on,
that's
walking
crazy.
Around. And they got that innocent boy that was in college dead now because of you, and you talking about RIP. That's disrespect. Boy, they got a video of you kicking his candles over. Mm-hmm. And you sit here talking about RIP to the family. Like, that's a slap in that family's face. Our system should be disgusted with their own self. You got this man kicking this dude's candles over, and he was in college, and you saying, oh, he didn't know what he was doing. Get the fuck out of here. Get y'all system together. Get y'all system together.